Hey, thanks for checking out my video today. Checking out a little Knob Creek. Yeah, down at the beach too. Perfect way to end the workday. Had a little bit of this Knob Creek left over, and I forgot I have not reviewed Knob Creek yet. So I need to go ahead and get on that because it's going down. So Knob Creek, if you don't know, and this is just kind of getting into especially some bourbon and American spirits 101, and just spirits in general. The marketing behind spirits is quite an interesting thing when you get into it. So when you see where it's made at here in Claremont, Kentucky, that pretty much tells you it's a Jim Beam, which is now owned by Suntory, but it's pretty much a Jim Beam product. So Jim Beam makes some other smaller batch craftier products like Basil Hayden, Booker's. I can't remember the other one right offhand, but Knob Creek is one of them too. And so it's just is it just a good version of Jim Beam? Well, you can kind of say it that way. It's definitely made in smaller quantities, a little bit higher proof. Now, doing a little bit more research on this, I think it used to state on the bottle that it was aged 9 years, which would definitely impart a lot more flavor out of the barrel being aged that long. It doesn't say it anywhere here on the bottle anymore, and if you go to their website, I can't see anything on the website currently that states that. So if you don't know, several years back, Suntory, which is a big, actually Japanese company that makes a lot of good whiskeys, a lot of good Japanese whiskeys, but just a big, huge conglomerate company. They bought Jim Beam, definitely somewhat not like controversial, I would say, but just, it's not necessarily a fully American-owned company anymore. And sometimes when that happens, the reason why it might not say 9 years on here anymore is because they're not actually aging at 9 years anymore, and it used to say that on the bottle. Now, please comment down below. I am no bourbon or whiskey expert. I do find the drinking of it quite fun, and I really like the marketing aspect of it too, and just some of the business story behind some of these things. It's just interesting. So, but yeah, when you're seeing this, when you're seeing Booker's, when you're seeing Basil Hayden, especially, which is a higher end brand, it's all coming from the same place. That's not necessarily a bad thing. They're definitely different formulas and everything to it. And it's still more of a small batch. But I'm curious to know myself. Comment down below if you happen to know. Now, I'm still here to tell you that regardless of if it's aged 9 years or not, I think it would be better if it was. But even if it's not, it's still a damn good bourbon. Let's just get a nice little pour. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and finish that off right there. It's got a really beautiful, darker, richer color. I'm hoping that's because it was aged longer in the barrel and that's imparted more stuff to it. Hopefully that's not just food coloring. I don't think they would be doing anything that shady, but you never know. But I can tell you it does have a really nice, rosy, darker color. It's got definitely just a good fruity note to it. I'm not that great with nosing things and stuff like that, and being able to pick out different smell notes or whatever from it, other than I can tell you it just has a rosy, fruity type of finish on the note that it just smells so smooth. Next time I get some of this, I'd really be interesting to do. It's got almost got a little apple finish on the end right there. I'd like to compare this straight up with just some straight up Jim Beam, which I have drank plenty of Jim Beam in my life. I find it quite a fine standard bourbon, and not too bad at all, especially when people are doing Beam as their well bourbon. I think it's quite all right with me. That does finish off really nicely, though. I'm going to throw an ice cube in here that's kind of been melting a little bit. Kind of meant to do the water first, but that'll open it up a little bit. For me, I like the ice cube. I like the little bit of the chilledness to it. Now that makes it just right for me. Remember, People might comment down below that the ice might mess it up or whatever, but, you know, the best way to drink whiskey is the way that you like it. That's what I've always heard, and I'm sticking with it. So anyway, yeah, Knob Creek. Good stuff. I want to do some more research, though. Is it just Jim Beam in a different bottle anymore? Did they not age it anymore? Is it actually a craft product now? Or is it just whiskey marketing? I'm here to tell you, either way, I'm going to enjoy this glass. So, cheers. Hit the like button on the video. Why not? It feels good. Smash that subscribe button too. Help out a small little YouTube channel like that. Why not? Most importantly, have a wonderful day, and I think I'm going to go for a walk on the beach.